My ladies, you've got to join me on the Body Breakthrough Club. What is that? That is my private Facebook group just for you. It's where we get together as like-minded women that want to have a breakthrough with our bodies. Hello. So it's where we lose our belly, not our mind. I'll say that again. We lose our belly, not our mind, but we master our mind to lose our belly. So in the Body Breakthrough Club, you'll find me there. I post all my tips and tricks, some nourishing foods that you're going to want to eat. I've got supplements that you're going to want to take. I've got tips and tricks on some things that I do behind the scenes that I don't tell just everybody. So go in there, join us at the Body Breakthrough Club on Facebook. It's private. I do have to approve you, but it's a lot of fun. We're building it strong, and all my goodies will be in there. Some of the exercises are there. Some of our past 5-day challenges are in there. So don't miss out. Just join us. It's free. You can meet some friends. There's a lot of networking. I found a lot of the women in there have done business with each other. So you can network, sell, get your message out, and also learn a thing or two. So join me there. Body Breakthrough Club. Be strong, be fierce, and what? Be you. Boom. Have I got a gift for you? Ladies, please, if you are ready to make 2021 your breakthrough year, especially in your health and fitness, you've got to jump on a call with me. It is what? It's free. It's free for you. If you're listening to this right now, it's a $500 value. I give you 30 minutes of my time where I want to find out where you are, especially in your health. All right? I'm here to make health a habit and have your body breakthrough. I've got challenges and all kinds of stuff that's included, but get on the call with me so we can dive deep on where you are now and really find out where you want to be. Kind of get rid of some of those limiting beliefs, and you can realize that you deserve this. You are enough. It's your time. Okay, let's put yourself first. God first, and then you, right? Let's prioritize this. Let's do it together. You have me. I've gotten results for women all over the world, and it's time to get results for you. To get scheduled for your call with me, that is free. Go to my website, please, laurenpowers.com. It's right there on the front page. Just fill it in, and it will book you, and I give you 30 minutes of my undivided time and go deep with you. So let's do this together. Be strong, be fierce, and be you. Boom. Boom. That's right. Be strong, be fierce, and be you. Boom. Welcome to the 6th episode of the Power Hour. I'm your host, Lauren Powers, and I'm just so excited to have this platform and this opportunity to reach out to people all over the world and interview amazing experts in their field and let them have a way to get their message out and let people know what they're up to, and to share their insights, their amazing content, give free gifts, whatever the case may be. Every week is different, so you're going to not want to miss an episode. We go live on Facebook, on my fan page, on the Body Breakthrough Club, which you just heard all about it, my private club. You guys got to join that. It's so kick-ass. We have a lot of fun in there. And also YouTube, of course. But we're super excited to be here. It's live, it's transparent, it's authentic. I have a guest here that I've seen her speak before, and she's so dynamic on stage. I just love this woman. I love her energy. I love her message. She's been around for a while, so she knows what she's talking about. again, I like to work with people that have their act together and they really are able to give. I mean, we're all about being generous. This is a free show. I mean, that's, this is what I just want to give out to the world, right? Give. I just come from the heart. We haven't spoke about this. I'm kind of like Oprah style. We didn't have a script. We didn't talk about it. I didn't send her questions. There's no preparation. We just go live. We talk from the heart. We be authentic. And that's kind of how I roll. And I know this is how my next guest rolls because I've seen her before. She's hilarious, you guys. So without further ado, I'd like to bring on my next guest. Her name is Suzy Prudden. Come on, Suzy.
Thank you. I'm very, very happy to be here. And yes, we'll just speak from the heart.
We just roll, girlfriend. I know. We don't do live events. In fact, I believe we met. I was trying to think of that this morning. I think it was at Cherry Trees Bank.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I think it was. It wasn't in Los Angeles, was it? No. Was it in Phoenix?
Newport Beach.
Newport Beach. Okay.
See how you get around?
And oh, I do. You were wearing the most outrageous pants. You had leopard pants on.
Moi?
Yeah. Oh, sweetie, come on. And a vest. I think it was a furry vest. Needless to say, you did stand out.
There you go. That's my motto, right?
That's who you are.
Right fit in when you're born to stand out.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you have a voice and you have a presence and you have a message and you're doing it. There you go.
I'm doing it. I was brand new on the scene. I think that was actually one of my very first conferences ever, meeting Sherry and being there and just seeing how they, do an events. And then I got addicted. I started going to all kinds of events. I started seeing you at other events and, we were just,
it's interesting when we got the shutdown.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I usually travel about 10 days a month.
Wow.
And yeah, I travel a lot. I'm all over the place because I do conferences and I do sponsorships and I do speaking. And so I had been in San Diego the weekend before. I'd gotten back Sunday night. I was supposed to leave for Santa Cruz on Monday morning, be at an event in Santa Cruz Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, go to San Jose Thursday, be at an event Friday, go to Las Vegas for an event on Saturday, and come home Sunday. That was it for the week. So my week was planned. And then I'm looking at the news or something, and it's like, okay, I'm not going anywhere. And I had to, it's like, okay, all my networking canceled, all my presentations canceled, all the places that I go to market my business, my programs, etc., canceled. And I'm thinking, what do I do? Yeah, that was exactly the thought. Now what? And luckily, I'm involved in a coaching group that they were on Zoom with us literally almost every single day, weekday for the next 2 months, keeping us from going, okay, what do I do? And it was amazing. But that moment when I'm like, what do I do?
Wasn't it like a movie? I felt like I was on a location of a movie set when this happened. I didn't really think it was real. It was just so bizarre that it was just happening here in America. I was like, what is going on? It was
totally bizarre. I wasn't frightened and I totally understood it. It's like, okay, we've got a problem. Let's do what we have to do to fix it.
Yeah, exactly. We just keep going because we're movers and shakers. Nothing. It's called unstoppable, right, Suzy?
Yes.
We're not let a little virus stop us from getting our message out.
Someone said to me, "What can you attribute your success to?" And I say, tenacity.
Good word.
It's a really good word because there are moments, no matter how successful you are, there are moments when you're, in the toilet, and there are moments when you're sky high.
Correct.
And regardless of where you are at any one time, you just keep moving, keep going. And the universe supports you.
There's even a saying like fail forward. Like it doesn't matter. You keep moving and keeping that movement. Like I'm in a movement challenge right now. It just started this morning and it's really called a movement. And I'm super excited. It's all about how to do challenges, which I love.
I want to learn how to do one of those too. So yes, it's got to be fun.
It is fun and it's engaging and it's interactive and it's a great way to get your message out as well. And people have fun with it. And yeah, Pedro is doing it. You can jump in tomorrow. It's tomorrow at 9 a.m. He's amazing. He's the number one digital. He's got, Tony Robbins and Dean and Grant and all the big boys, Pete Vargas. They're all involved in his challenges. So I'm learning from the best. And it was so exciting because I actually saw him in person yesterday. He goes to my church. And he just started. And so we all were at brunch together. And I'm like, oh, we took pictures together. I'm like,
oh, fun.
Yeah, he's got 20 to 30,000 people in this thing. And I'm hanging out with this guy. So it was like, it's pretty awesome.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's how I roll, baby, right? I go right to the top everywhere.
Well, that's who you are. You do it every time. That's
every
who
time.
You are. Every time.
Every time.
And,
why not?
Yeah.
But the tenacity thing, I mean, if you look at some of the greats, even Tony Robbins, I still get emails almost every day in my inbox from him. He just keeps going. You know what I mean? It's still marketing, still out there, still doing live events, still, you know what I mean? It's all these people, they never stop.
They don't stop. So I took Tony's Firewalk program in New York City in 1984.
Yeah.
1984. He was 26 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. And then I 6 months later or 5 months later, whatever, I moved from New York City, which I thought I would never leave, to California. And now I live in Los Angeles for the last 35 years. Yeah. So maybe it's time. I don't know. Maybe when I've been here 40 years, I'll move someplace else.
You never know, right? We kind of
never know.
Oh, that's right.
Never
Just
know.
stay open and being flexible, I think, is really good. The tenacity and flexibility and not being stuck and rigid, especially when times like you said, this pandemic hit us and we all had to completely revamp, pivot, whatever word you want to use, and kind of reset our own mindset to keep going. So one, we can make a living and still eat and still get our message out. And, I started doing quarantine fitness. I did fitness in my backyard and I was doing all kinds of things, bench pressing rolls of toilet paper when that was a big thing.
Oh, that's perfect.
It was funny.
When I was in fitness, Lauren, I wrote a book called I Can Exercise Anywhere. And it was a book on, and we did pictures everywhere. We had the supermarket, we had exercises in the bathtub, exercises in the shower, exercises in the kitchen. And then Serta Mattress hired me to do a trade show in Dallas. It was a great experience. And I went down there for 2 days and they had me do a talk. And then it was so funny how I correlated the particular mattress with the body, because they had in the center, right where the core is in our body, they had tighter springs than in the rest of the mattress. And so I talked about the core of the body, with all the muscles that hold you together, and then the strings in the mattress holding you together so that you didn't sink. And then I did 3 demonstrations on how to exercise in bed. It was really fun.
I love it. Do you still have that? It'd be fun to bring out as an archive.
I do. I can find probably. Yeah.
Let's reenact the whole scenario. That would be hilarious, especially right now. I've got clients that are kind of sedentary, that need to lose quite a bit of weight, and they're doing my programs from their chair. But it'd be really cool to show from their bed, because some of these people,
So I went through all of my books a while ago, and it's like I have 11 different fitness books that I wrote over the years.
I didn't even know this. I know you as, we'll talk about that in a minute, but the itty bitty gal, that's how I know you.
I'm a serial entrepreneur and I've had a lot of careers. My first career is literally, Lauren, I was one of the nation's foremost fitness authorities in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Wow. You didn't know any of that.
Here we are.
You see this? Oh, wait. How do I do this? This picture behind me. Oh, that's the wrong finger. But there, that one. That picture behind me, that's Oprah. And that book is called Meta Fitness, Your Thoughts Taking Shape. And it's a book on body, mind, technology published by Hay House. And so I worked with Oprah 4 times. One with my book, I Can Exercise Anywhere. One with my book, a children's fitness book. One with my book, Spot Reducing. And then one with this book.
Wow, impressive. Well, now would be a really good time. I Can Exercise Anywhere. I would love to see that and maybe highlight some things about that as well, because of what's going on, especially when the gyms were closed. That was a really big issue, and people have gained so much weight, Suzy.
Tell me about it. I looked at myself this morning. I went, "Who are you?" whose body is that? You know, and the real problem for me is that I know what to do.
Yeah, you wrote the book. Come on.
I wrote the book. Lauren,
You're making goes without shoes, so there we go.
I should send you my video, my MetaFitness video, where I'm doing the exercises and Louise Hay is doing the affirmations.
Oh, how awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Let's repurpose that. It's
yeah.
You know, these things are timeless. I mean, exercise and diet has been around forever.
Ever.
I mean, this is
ever.
Way. There's no magic pill. I say all the time. You know that. But it's just that dedication and that making that commitment and standing for yourself. Like you just said, you're not alone with the mirror. I hear this all the time, Suzy, as you know.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, people are like, who are you? I don't even recognize myself in the mirror. And that becomes an issue. But
I'm a size larger, which
come on. Well, I have a program for you, girl.
Well, I wrote it down. I'm gonna join the whatever it is you're doing, because I wrote it down.
It's different challenges. I usually do it for 5 days. It's kind of the strategy, Monday through Friday. And we just get in, and wherever you are, like I said in the video earlier, it's the same thing. Wherever you are now, so you're another size larger. So we have to set that why, just like in any other coaching program. It's what is your why, right? This is new. What is your mindset? Where are you at now? And where do you want to be? So then we just set up a strategy, just like anything else, whether it's copywriting, branding, messaging. All these business coaches are doing amazing right now, but people are forgetting. What I find, Suzy, is so many of our tribe, these women are so busy building their business.
Yes.
They've been on their Zoom butt literally all day long. Because we're on platforms like this, like we are now. And they forget about themselves, though. And
that's what's happened for me. I get up and I sit down at my desk, and then
all day long.
Sometimes I remember to make breakfast, and sometimes I go, oh my God, it's 4 o'clock. I haven't eaten yet. And I know.
You're busy, right?
I know better.
You wrote the book.
Wait, let me show you. I have a little itty bitty weight loss book that I wrote.
Wow. Okay.
Let me tell you the story of itty bitty, because it's a really great story.
It's amazing.
So
it's new to me. It's new to me. It's got to be new to a lot of people, especially listening.
Now I'm looking for a book that I had here. There it is. So you know who James Malinchak is, don't you?
Of course.
Okay, so I went to in 2006. I went to a James Malinchak seminar where he's talking about speaking in colleges. And he said to everybody, write a small book. Now, I've only written big books. Okay. So you write a small book. And I thought, okay. And that's exactly what I did. I'm driving home. My sister was with me. And she's my writing partner. And I said, why don't I write the book? You're amazing. No, Suzy, my name's been on everything. Suzy Prudden's Itty Bitty Weight Loss Book. Okay. Now, I was running the company, and I had a hypnosis center that we specialize in weight loss. I had 4 of them in LA: Beverly Hills, West LA, El Segundo, and I think Venice. Anyway, so we wrote this book. She wrote it, and it's Suzy Prudden's Itty Bitty Weight Loss Book. We didn't know what we were doing at all. So you
took action, though. You took action, right?
Always. And that's a very important point, Lauren, and thank you for saying that, because unless you take action, you don't go anywhere. So we did this book. We bought 2,000 copies, because that's what you had to do in 2006. I think we have 1,800 left. Yeah.
Still.
Right. So I asked my sister in 2014, I said, could you redo the cover and make the book smaller? And this is the book she came up with. Okay. The Amazing Itty Bitty Weight Loss Book. And then we changed it to Your Amazing Itty Bitty Weight Loss Book, and we made it even smaller. And the interesting thing is, when she showed it to me, she was visiting me for the holidays. I'm looking at the book, and I see my name is gone. And that was a big deal, because I've been a famous person forever. And I thought, are you sure you want to take my name off? She said, I don't care. And I'm looking at it, and I said, well, actually, that's $1 million business. And we don't have to write all the books. And we were in business 3 days later. We had our first author sign 2 weeks later, our first published book 6 weeks later. And now you can see the books behind me.
Yes.
Over there. Over there.
Here you go.
We have 84 bestsellers. We've done 84 best-selling campaigns. We have 84 bestsellers. And we're always looking for experts who want to write books on their expertise, so that we can position you, get you media, get you marketing you through the power of your book.
I love
And
it.
it's really exciting. And you know how powerful books are. You have a bestseller.
I do, in 11 countries. I don't know if you knew that. You
I
were
didn't know.
Yeah, you were at my book launch. You were one of my sponsors with a
Yeah,
table to speak and share
yeah.
about your itty bitty. Yeah, that was March. Gosh, this is my anniversary in March.
Was that
And
2 years ago?
yes, isn't that crazy? So yeah, it
It
was
is.
Beneath
Yeah.
the Muscle, Unleash Your Inner Champion. So this campaign, and that's the power, and what you do as well is make these go bestseller. But yeah, went international bestseller, 11 countries across 98 categories. And at the time, I
Wow.
didn't even know there were 98 categories. I say that all the time, but I guess I went #1 in all of them. So, because the book's for everybody, it's not just about bodybuilding or fitness or anything like that. It's kind of a deep dive into my story, but it comes with a workbook. And so after each chapter, I share and a reflection on you. So it's not really about me and, blah, blah, blah. It's about how the information you just read, like find your why, or what are your goals, or don't judge a book by its cover. Where in your past have you judged, incorrectly? And, just things like that. Very inspiring. It's considered an inspirational, motivational book, not just a biography on me, but it has fun pictures. It's got me with Lady Gaga, me with Jennifer Lopez and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And, like you, we've got, kind of went down the famous road and
Yeah.
celebrity status. And it's not about bragging. It's about showing people that they can do it. And that's
Yes.
where I'm coming from. You know what I mean?
Interesting that you say Beneath the Muscle. You're going to love this story. 1947. Notice the year. 1947. I'm 4 years old. My sister is 4. She was 8 years old.
Okay.
My mother, who was a Broadway dancer, was very upset with the physical education in our schools. And so she decided to teach us movement. And she told me to get 4 of my friends. My sister got 4 of her friends. And every Friday afternoon at 3:00, my friends and I were taught a class. And at 3:00, my friends, at 4:00, my sister's friends. I got to go to both classes. It was wonderful. And we had 20 kids, 10 and 10. And there were, at the time, it wasn't a good thing to have muscle, for women to have muscle.
Right.
We weren't supposed to have muscle. And so the mothers of little girls were like, I don't know if I want my daughter to have any muscle. And my mother had the greatest response.
Let me hear it, because I need it.
Under every curve, there is a muscle. No muscle, no curve.
Okay.
So they wanted their girls to have good figures, and they realized that if they had muscle, and not muscle bound, but just muscle,
sure,
that it would contour, which it does, the body.
Sculpt and contour.
Yeah. So that was in 1947.
Wow.
My mother went on to start the President's
Look what's
Council.
happening now. It's so popular to be fit and fierce, if you will. That's my whole program.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm a little more muscular, as you know, and I talk about this a lot, is saying, but I don't want to scare the clients because they're not going to look like me. This is time.
You developed your body the way you wanted to develop your body.
Thank you. For me, it's been my journey.
It's your path. Journey. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's to show women that I know how to do it. Because I've been, I talk about this in deeper conversations, but I've actually lived in, I've had a beer belly. I've been, overweight. I've been super skinny. I've been a fitness girl. I've been a bikini model. I did runway in Hawaii. I've done all these different things. So my body has transformed based on my career. Yeah. Or what I was doing, or extracurricular activities, drinking and doing drugs back in the 80s. My body just it changes. But the point of the matter is that I understand where these women, wherever they are, I completely get it, because I've actually lived in that body. Yeah. And then I've changed it. So I know how to do transformation or have a body breakthrough personally, because I have done every single body type I think there is, except extremely obese. I've never weighed 400 pounds. But, I was heavy here and there. I was close to about 180, something like that for my size. And then I competed at 149, 150. So I've done it all, but I feel more comfortable in this body, and I've created it, and I call myself a custom physique designer.
That's a very, very powerful distinction.
Thank you. Not to with a personal trainer, because I'm much more than that.
You do it very, very differently, and you're very precise.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want results. Because again, it's not about me, and that was a new breakthrough for myself. Watching Tony Robbins, we talked about earlier, and having that breakthrough, and that's where I came up with a thing: lose your belly, not your mind, but master your mind to lose your belly. That was watching Tony Robbins. I had this
Epiphany.
moment. Yeah, epiphany. I just literally leaped off the couch when I had a bunch of people watching it. We shared the UPW. And I wrote down the notes and I went back to it. I'm like, wow, that is brilliant. I'm going to use that. I didn't even know what I wrote. It just came right through.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. That's how we kind of roll, right? I know that both of us are the same.
Yes.
And I think it's powerful. And it makes sense because that's where we're at. And people are going crazy trying to master this thing of fitness. Like you wrote books about it years ago, and it's still a thing. And especially now.
Well, it's interesting because my mother never realized what she started.
Yes.
And
warrior.
When she wrote her book, it was in the 50s, Is Your Child Really Fit? There was one other fitness book, period.
Wow.
One. And now, I mean, I would write exercise books and I mean, I was with Simon and Schuster. Was it Simon and Schuster? Yeah, Simon and Schuster. And they had 2 books come out in one summer, my book and the Sassoon's book. And so it's like publishers today they're not publishing them as much as they used to, but they used to publish them, at least the big houses, 5 or 6 a year in one publishing house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now everybody has a book or something about with fitness because it's so important though. And I think that's why, I mean, people need to look at that, especially our tribe of professional women. We've really got to take a step back. And you've heard me speak about without your health, what is your wealth?
Yeah.
And that is so powerful to me, but so many people forget about it. At the end of the day, the last thing they want to do is do a sit up or a bicycle curl, right?
I tell people they probably should not to exercise at night because it actually wakes you up, but to exercise earlier. Yeah. And speaking of wealth, I want to give your audience a gift. I have many hats that I've worn and wear besides being a fitness expert and a body mind technology person. I'm a hypnotherapist as well. And I created a series of wealth hypnosis processes. It's called, and it really, there are 4 of them. And do you know who Greg Reed is?
Of course.
Okay. So he listens to me and he listens to my wealth CDs. And he told me one time, he said, Suzy, I've been listening to your wealth CDs for 1 month and my income increased by 3 times.
Impressive.
I was impressed. Results. So for those of you who are watching and listening, if you go to my website, Itty Bitty, and it's my publishing company, Itty, ITTY, Bitty, BITTY, publishing.com, and just fill out the information card, so to speak, your name, your phone number, and when it comes up with the notes, put in Lauren Powers. That's where you heard me. And I will send you the wealth builders, also 4 processes on how to write a best-selling book. And if you want it, I'm very happy to talk to you at no cost to you for half an hour. Just put it in there. We'll send that stuff to you, and we'll also set you up for an appointment with me because there's so many things that you're dealing with right now with COVID.
Yes,
and if you want to write a book, I'm happy to talk to you about that. If you're dealing with that crazy mind that Lauren mentions, I can talk to you about that too. But it's what Lauren and I do is really, what do you need? What do you want? And how can I help you? How can I serve?
Exactly. So what do you need? What do you want? And how can we serve you? I love that in that order.
I just made it up.
Of course you did, because that's how we roll.
I just made it up. Oh, that sounds good.
A few people here. Cara says she needs her income to increase by 3 times. So there you go, Cara. You can get on Suzy's website. Diana Sabatino, we know and love Diana. And Jenna's here. Vicki Moore's here. We've got someone from Holland here. This is amazing.
I used to teach every week. When I was, I spent 93, 94, 95, and 96 teaching in Holland. I love that country.
I do too. I went to Amsterdam, pretty wild.
Yeah. Yep, I love Amsterdam.
Forget it.
Love Amsterdam.
Had a good time there.
Yeah.
But I'm sober. I didn't party and partake, but I sure watched. It was a pretty wild, open place.
Well, my experience of Holland is it's very open, but it's not. I never experienced wild. I experienced open, but not wild.
Oh, did you go to the Red Door district?
Red light, yes.
I mean, red light, yeah, but they're big.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
My friend Bobby took me, and we had so much fun. We
Okay.
we walked one night. We probably 4 hours all over Holland, all over Amsterdam. It was wonderful because he lives there, and he showed me the good coffee shops. And they showed me the places where you go, the bars where you can just go in, have a drink, and listen to the best music.
Yes, right.
Yes,
We need
music.
a place like that here. You think LA would have more of that kind of style?
They used to do a lot of that in Greenwich Village in New York when I was there in the 60s and 70s. Yeah.
There you go. Fun times, fun times. So who else we got? Diana says, hi, Suzy. You have so much expertise.
Hi, Diana. It's nice to see you.
Bet you did. Yeah, we love Diana. She's been so supportive of my show. Diana, you're going to be a guest, just so you know. We have to talk about that. In fact, let me just say, if you want to be a guest like Suzy is and Diana will be, Cara's been a guest on the show, Crystal Davis. We've had some great experts and obviously personal friends of mine. So I'm so honored to have such powerful women in my tribe that I can just call up Shay Vaughn at the last minute, jumped on. Fabulous. It's just such an honor to be able to do that. But Diana, you're one of them. But if you would like to be a guest, just go to thepowerhourtv.com/guest. There it is on the screen, powerhourtv.com/guest. My team will send you an application and we'll get back to you what you need to be and schedule you in to be a guest on my show. And just to have more episodes of the Power Hour, just go to powerhourtv.com. We'd love to sign you up, keep going on. Who's coming up next? What's happening? There it is. The link's in the chat. I love my team. That's another thing, Suzy, is having a team behind you that's really excited. Oh my goodness, I can't say enough about it.
Yeah. I was talking to Riley about it earlier before you came on when we were just sort of hanging out in the green room. And it really is, because I'm going to be doing this too. But Lauren, I really want to talk about the power of books.
Yes.
Because
Power Hour, girl, let's do it.
Yeah, and the power of books. So with Itty Bitty, the reason we created Itty Bitty is that literally 95% of Americans don't read, and they all need information. And people can handle about 30 pages. Well, Itty Bitty books are, and we didn't do this on purpose. It was like one of those epiphanies that you had at Tony Robbins. It just happened. Right. So when we created Itty Bitty, these books are only 30 pages, 15 chapters, 2 pages each. What happens, though, is that the author is then positioned as an expert. And this book, for example, it's all about construction safety. This gentleman was the construction safety person. He was head of all safety at the Apple building in San Francisco. That building was a mile long. He worked with 31 contractors every day. His job was to make sure that every single workman that went onto the site in the morning walked off safely that night.
Yeah.
Now, what happened with this book, it was translated. Oh no, not this book. Wait, I'm wrong.
You have so many.
That's another story. That's another story. I'm sure people are going, space, construction, space. No, this is the book.
Okay.
Itty Bitty Safety book. This is so funny. So it was translated into Chinese. He was invited over to China to help them completely revamp the construction industry safety protocol and lower pollution in China.
From a 30-page book.
From a 30-page book.
Yes, bravo.
Wait, I have such great stories. This woman, the space woman, she went to the Boys and Girls Club with this book, and they have her now speaking to the Boys and Girls of the Boys and Girls Club, and they're now raising money to buy her book for all the Boys and Girls Clubs. There are 4 million kids in the Boys and Girls Club of America.
Wow.
4 million. That's 4 million books. Anthony Camacho.
Yeah, that he did a bet. Yeah, he's doing really well with you.
He's got 6 books with me. And this book, from this book, he went from making $100,000 to $750,000 in a year. And he's traveling all over the world. This woman created a cannabis coaching program. She coaches cannabis coaches, certifies them, and they do Mary Jane parties all over the state of Washington. So the book is more about anything. Pardon me?
You can write a book on anything, right? Whatever your passion is and your purpose, you can put it into paper in 30 pages. That doesn't seem too difficult. I know
and we have a how to write your book. How to write an itty bitty book. We have an example, an itty bitty book, and then we have the template. And so our people just fill it in.
Great. So how do people get to do that? Like, do you have a link? Is that on your website that we just talked
Yeah,
about?
it's the same thing that I put up for ittybittypublishing.com. Give me your name, your email, your phone number. I love the telephone. So be prepared to have if you don't want me to call you, don't bother, because I will call you.
Yeah, you will.
I will call you, and I will call you again. And I will call you again. I'm known. Follow up. You've got to follow up. One of my mentors, Eric Lofholm, says, follow up, follow up, follow up until they buy or die. But if you don't want me to call you, then just tell me and I won't call you, because I don't like to bother people. We also have Legacy Press, which is an arm of our company that does memoirs, novels, and stories. And then I have this book, and this is one of my absolute favorite books. Look at this. It's a children's book.
Be like me. How cute.
And it's about autism. The woman who wrote it has 2 autistic kids, and the woman who did the art is one of them.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that so wonderful? Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful story. So books are powerful, and books get you noticed, and books get you visibility, so that you can do the Oprah show, or you can do Good Morning America, or you can do the Today Show. I mean, I had my own show on NBC because of books and because of my business in New York.
Wow. See?
Yeah, I've got a history, Lauren, that you have no idea.
I don't. I haven't heard some of these stories. They're fun, though. That's why you're so fun. I love to have you on the show.
So,
a lot to say.
Janet, do you know who Janet Kunst is? Do you know Janet Kunst?
Yeah, she's
social. Okay, she's social media. So yeah. She's going to be doing my social media for me. So I said to her one day, we've known each other for years, and I really like her. And it was so funny. I said, Janet, should I send you my fact sheet? And she said, yes. So I sent it off. We're on a Zoom call. I sent it off. She gets it. And I'm watching her.
I read it.
And she looks up at the camera and she said, I'm so glad I didn't know you. I didn't know this before I met you.
Okay.
Because it's intimidating. It's like, you did what? You did what? And all I did was show up. That's another thing, Lauren, that you do and I do so well. We show up.
That's right. It's part of it. Robbie Motter says that too. You just show up and then ask. The power is in the ask. Ask what you need. And ask for support. Don't be too proud. And I had to learn that myself. And so now I'm asking everybody, how can I serve you, and how can we collaborate instead of compare and compete as women? My whole thing is to collaborate and support.
That's mine too.
Yeah, lift each other up and have 2 platforms like this and share, and everything's, it's about sharing and elevating each other. And
so you'll come on my Tuesday night call then, yes?
Of course. You got to say yes. Nice move.
Say yes and figure it out. Every Tuesday night I have a call.
That's right.
So when COVID showed up and we were shut in, my question to God was, what do people need? And the answer was connection. So I had a call once a month for my authors. And I thought, okay, we're going to make this call once a week now. And at every single Tuesday night at 5:00, I do this call live on Zoom. Okay. And a month ago, I started having speakers. So I would love for you to come on and really talk about how these people who are now emerging from the cave of their home out into the world, and this is important, how they can be smart about getting their body back.
Absolutely. Smart and safe.
Well, smart and safe, because it's not about, I don't believe in pain.
It's a crazy thing.
I don't believe in
pain is bad.
No, pain. There is no gain in pain. I don't believe in pain, and I don't believe in stiffness. So when I had my school in New York, I had it for 18 years, and I taught all ages. I had classes going all day long. We had 2 accidents in 18 years. One was within the first 6 weeks of my school, when I was just, doing one class here and one class there. Somebody went from a standing position to sitting on the floor and blew out her knee. And the other happened, that was in 1966.
You have a good memory.
Well, these were big deals for me. And the other one was in 1976. And that was a young girl who was on my gymnastics team. It was 7:30 at night. She did a round off. She was tired. She fell and broke her elbow. 2 accidents in 18 years. And because I didn't believe in pain, I didn't believe in stiffness, and I believed in the basics.
It's always back to basics, right?
It's the same thing with writing a book. You don't want it to be painful. You want to go right to the basics. You want to keep it simple, easy, fluid, and you want it to make a difference.
Yeah, educational, share, give good content, like anything, whether you're speaking from stage, whatever. Books tend to be almost like a business card to get speaking engagements, you know?
Yeah, but you don't want to give your book away to just anybody.
Right.
You want to really, you want to be strategic. So if you've got somebody that has a television show or a podcast or a blog, that's someone you can give your book to. Christine Blasdale, who used to be with KPFK, she also has a book with me. She has a podcast book. Okay. And she said for her podcast, if the two of the same topic come to her, she will more likely go with the person who's written the book than the person who hasn't. Okay. Because she can refer to it, she can get her questions from it, and she's a great. I got to introduce you two because you two would have a blast on both of your shows.
I'm in.
Yeah. It's her show. Her podcast is Out of the Box with Christine, and she's now living with her wife in Australia. She got the last flight out.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love Australia.
I do too.
Spent 3 months there. It was fabulous.
Well, I only spent 2 weeks, but it was a fabulous 2 weeks. We went camping on horseback in the outback.
Oh, nice.
Did you ever? You surfed the coast. Now, I'm not a surfer. I'm a horseback rider. But did you see the movie The Man from Snowy River?
No.
Okay, it's an Australian film, and it's about cowboys and rustlers and wild horses, and it was filmed in a particular area in the Snowy Mountains. And we went with friends of mine. There were 4 of us girls who went off to go ride the Snowy Mountains. We were known as the Americans. They were all Australians, the 4 of us. We spent 5 days on horseback. It was outrageous.
How fun.
It was.
I love it. Yeah, they love Americans. I was living in Hawaii at the time. And with my pal, we used to own Maui Surfing School. And so we went there to surf and have a vacation. And we were so welcomed. They were so nice. They would call ahead and say, okay, my friends are coming, take care of them. And we were in this like camper van. And I'll never forget, try to drive on the other side, shift on this side, on the other side of the street with the roundabouts. I'm like, ow! It was so, it's Sydney, right? That's where I had to learn. And then I got it. I got it. We went all over, up and down the whole coast. It was fabulous.
Well, at least the Australians are drivers. I was with my friend in Bali, and they're a little wilder in Bali or the Philippines. They're very, very wild drivers. And also
same in India. Same in India. Oh.
Yeah.
That's like a ticket ride in Disneyland. Scary though.
Yeah. Australia was great, and Maui is great. I love Maui.
Me too.
And Los Angeles is pretty good too. We've got a pretty good city here.
It's all right. I go up there all the time to work. You know, that's where all the studios are in Hollywood. All the auditions were there. My agent would call me on like Thursday night, say, okay, you have an audition tomorrow, which would be Friday at 5:00 in like Hollywood or Santa Monica. So I'd have to drive in traffic for 5 minutes late. You know, they'd be like, you say your name, they go, and then, thank you. And then if they like you, you get the job. If they don't, you don't, right? But you never know. We try. So that's the thing. I've gotten so many things in my, in my past journey by just showing up and being there. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing in any career that you do. You have to take action. You have to implement the information, and you have to just show up, and then you have to ask for help.
And you have to be bold. I remember when I had my school in New York, I got a phone call one day from a reporter from Newsweek magazine. And I was well known as being the fitness school of the stars and the stars' children. And so this person called me and said, would you be willing to give us the name of one of your celebrities so that we can ask them, one of your celebrity students, we can get some quotes for them about fitness? I swear, I don't know how I did this. I just said, why would you want quotes from them? I'm the expert teaching them. Why don't you get quotes from me? They did.
Courageous, yeah.
So
You're
I'm
not
quoted.
shy, Suzy.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
So I'm quoted. So then I got NBC called me,
See?
and they said we would like to have one of your celebrity students do a pilot for Frank Field on health. And I said again, why do you want one of my celebrity students when I'm the teacher? So NBC came up and did a pilot in my school, and I was the fitness person. Now, that never went to programming, but a producer at NBC was watching, and she liked what I did. And they
Okay.
had a show called The Prime of Your Life. It was a show for the elderly, of which I am now one, but I was in my 30s then.
Okay.
And they asked me if I would do an exercise segment. And I said, sure. And so I'm very good at it. And I did it. And they hired me on a weekly basis for the next 3.5 years. Lauren, I had 7 minutes live television on NBC on Sunday mornings.
Priceless.
7 minutes.
That's
And
a
then
lot on TV, guys. That's a lot when she
that's a
says that.
lot. That's a
No, it
lot.
is.
2 minutes is a lot now, but
Yeah,
it's
on
7.
Prime TV.
So what I did, every week I'd call my producer. Hi, Larry, I have an idea. Great, Suzy, let me hear it. And I would tell him my idea. Of course, it was all about me. And a show. He says, Suzy, that's a great idea, but we're not budgeted for that right now. Keep calling.
Okay.
I kept calling, and then one day Larry called me. And he said, Suzy,
We're going to do it.
Would you be interested in a show that's an interview? I said, Larry, just tell me what time and what day, and I'll be there. And so I got my own show on NBC. And
Wow.
then I was the fitness reporter for the Today Show. So I had this great little career that happened 40 years ago.
Wow. Nice. But so you never gave up, and the confidence level is awesome. We don't need to work on that, your self-image and self-confidence. But see how powerful that is? And people that are shy, since a little kid, my mom always said, being shy is a waste of time.
That's a very smart thing to say.
It really is. And so, people that know me, I just got my award the other night. I'm going to show that to you from Global Society of Female Entrepreneurs in Beverly Hills.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful? It was just out of the blue for being a trailblazer for that very reason, not being shy. And so the gal that gave her little speech before me, she said, well, I'm so shy and this and that. And so I came dancing up. I'm like, well, I'm not shy. And I love awards, and not to use it as a bragging tool, but to show again, just to share that it is possible. And if I can do it, they can do it. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm all about.
So when I was a little kid, I was not shy. And my cousins who were shy were visiting us. And I was being my outrageous self. And my uncle got very mad at me. And he said, God damn it, Suzy, will you stop showing off? And that voice stuck in my head for years. And then in the 90s, I was working with a shaman, and we were doing something. We were dancing and drumming and doing shamanic stuff. And I had my eyes closed, and I was dancing to the drums. When I opened my eyes, there was a whole bunch of us dancing. I was the only one dancing. And everybody was watching me. And I stopped. And my teacher said to me, don't stop. You love it. And I looked at that and I went, I do. I do love it. So there's a saying, dance as if no one is watching. And my saying is dance as if everyone is watching.
Oh, I like it. Nice twist. That's right. Because you're a performer. Same with me. I love an audience. It's because we feed off the energy.
Yeah.
And being you're there to entertain and have fun. And if you're having fun and enjoying yourself,
yes,
they are having fun. I've been in a lot of competitions, in my fitness career, as you know, and it was always, I just looked at it, I was the entertainer, and I was having so much fun. You can tell. One of my next guest, actually, Yvonne Larson, who's coming on next week, she showed me a video of one of my competitions where I won the overall. She goes, Lauren, I couldn't stop watching it because you were having so much fun. The other girl was so serious and so miserable, and stressed out and nervous and all these things. And you're up there dancing and having fun and engaging the audience and this and that. And then, of course, I won, right? Because I'm enjoying it. And so that's
For you, the thing was, Lauren, for you, it didn't matter. You were having a good time.
yeah. I don't care what
I
the
was,
judges say. I don't know these people, right? If you don't like me, fine. But if you do,
hey, come along.
start me first place.
I was in a competition, a horseback riding competition in, I was 15, so I don't know what year that was. It was called a 50-mile ride. And we did, in 3 days, we did 50 miles. At the same time that the 100-mile, this is in Woodstock, Vermont, and the 100-mile ride was going on. So that was a brutal, brutal competition. The 50-mile ride was not brutal, but we did 20 miles, 20 miles, and 10 miles. And I was really determined to win and get an A. And I was very serious and very focused on making sure I did everything right. There were 4 of us who were friends who were competing together. And the other one was also very serious and very focused. And the 2 other girls were just like you, enjoying the competition. They were laughing and they'd canter off here and canter off there. They were just having a good time. Well, both Karen and I got B's, and both those girls got A's. And it was, and you're absolutely correct. It was the seriousness of our demeanor
That's right.
that we were not having fun.
Yeah.
We were really
Just so focused. There's nothing wrong with being focused and being, intentional with what you're doing and having a why, if you will, but enjoy the journey. And I think that's a lesson you learned. I've learned that early on as well. And the more fun you're having, the people around you are having fun, the audience are having fun, the judges are having fun, or whatever you're doing at the time. If you're on a TV set, the producers like you because you're enjoying what you're doing. I've got asked back to do mini shows for some reason. I mean, I shared this, I think you were there when I spoke about all the music videos I've got to do with some of the greats, the biggest names in music, Lady Gaga, Jennifer Lopez, Iggy Azalea, Jennifer Hudson, Katy Perry, just to name a few. At my age, in a bikini, no less, there's 1,000 fitness girls in LA, right? And I come from Orange County. And I'm like, why am I getting all these jobs? And I guess it's because the energy and the attitude, and I'm professional. I show up. I'm easy to work with. The staff and the crew always loves me. The cast, you know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know any different. But I was thinking that, like, why me? Why me? But then I'm like, why not me? Right?
Well, yeah, that's the real question.
Why not me?
Why
so
not
it's like, yeah, like you, just being, courageous and showing up and just saying yes to everything and figuring it out later, like you said, and just go for it. And you come out winning. And if you don't take action, you don't get results. So this is with anything. So if you want to write a book, Suzy's your girl. Write an itty bitty book. She's got the templates, people. That I didn't have that. I was struggled with it. I mean, my friend Lisa Lockwood, who wrote my foreword, one of my best friends, she's written 4 books herself. She literally had to tape me down in a chair, almost like handcuffing, to get these stories out of me. And I was crying, and it was so emotional, and because it's personal to me. But just to get it out so that we can write the book, and it was a big undertaking. But
it's
for
a big deal.
It is a big deal.
It's a big deal to write an itty bitty book as well, because you are.
Yeah, that's probably just as hard.
Imparting information. And the wonderful thing about itty bitty is, I tell people, books are static. Once you've written the book is written, but your website is fluid. And so what I want my authors to do is to create a relationship from the book to the website, from the website to the book. So it's a process of, the entryway is the book, and then it takes off for the website and all. Like, look at all the things that you're doing, Lauren, and one thing leads to the next thing, leads to the next thing. It's the same thing with an itty bitty book. Your itty bitty book leads to the website, which leads to the webinars, which leads to all the different things going on, and it leads to you getting to be a bestseller, you getting promoted on people's podcasts, videos, all the things that we are now hungry to do. Your book is the key to opening those doors.
Right. So the key, the ticket. Yes. It's definitely level. So I love it. We're coming to the top of the hour. So I'd like to open this up real quick for anybody that has any questions for Miss Suzy. If they want to write a book, we can put on her website. Again, the address there, the link, there it is. Look at how fast that is. That's so great. Got to have a great team. I love it. Go ahead and reach out to her. Say that you saw her on my show. She's got a free gift for you, which is amazing. So I highly suggest that. This, like I said, I didn't have a template. I just had to go for it. and it's still, went bestseller, but I also had a team for that too. You got to have
You
help.
have to have a team. You have
Don't
to have
try
a
to do this
team.
on your own, people. That's our message today. Get with a professional like Suzy. She knows what she's doing. She's published several. You can see them on the back. She's been with Oprah. She's been on, her career stands for itself and speaks for itself. Things that I didn't even know. So thank you for sharing. That was entertaining for me because we like to be entertained.
I didn't think you knew about my fitness
No,
history.
I love it. Dive right in because that's what I'm doing at my age as well. And so it's never too late, you guys, to be fit and healthy from the inside out. That is my message. Let's be a better version of yourself. If you want to work with me beyond today, get on a call with me. We can put the link back up for that. Jump on a call. It's free to my listeners. Suzy has a free call as well. We're both here to serve.
Someone just put something up that they've been listening to a process of mine for 10 years. Suzy, I've been listening to a recording from you for almost 10 years. Who are you?
Yeah, reach out to Suzy. Yes, get on her link. Don't wait another 10 years to take action.
Great.
Yeah, Cara,
great Cara.
Yeah, we love Cara. She's one of my BFFs as well. We're going on a big girls trip together. So when you get in my tribe, we connect and we serve. And, I support her. She supports me. She was one of my first guests, like you are, Suzy, on my expert on how to, lose those last 10 pounds. So we collaborate. And I think that is the message here. And this is why I'm so honored to have you as one of my guests, because a lot of people ask me, since I read a bestseller, they want to know how I did it. So if they want to write an itty bitty book, of course, you're the girl.
I'm the one to come to. I'm the one to. Yeah, it's a wonderful process. And there's a lot of support, and we have weekly calls. I have coaching. You're on the when you go to the website, you'll see all the books, and you'll see our authors, and it's a powerful piece that you'll add to your structure, and you have to understand that itty bitty is actually very big.
I love it. Not so itty bitty.
Not so itty bitty,
but you're larger than life. You know what I mean? And I think that's the message here too. And that's why I wanted to have you on the show, because our personalities are very similar. And it's not for everybody, but it's unique to us, and that's just who we are, and we're proud of it. And being shy, again, is a waste of time. Why sit back and let life pass you by when you can reach out, stand out, be who you are, have passion, have purpose, figure it out, choose your messaging, hire a team, get support, build a tribe, and rock your world, whatever that is for you. Suzy's went the publishing lane. I went the, putting your health first lane. And together we collaborate and support one another. Yeah. And our message is powerful. And I put faith first, and I'm all about that now. I've got faith and fitness. We're launching at my church, and I'm just so excited when I personally changed my own priority just to put God first before even health and yourself, because without that, it doesn't make sense. So it doesn't work. Yes, it doesn't work. And so I've had a big breakthrough, and it's so exciting to share. Love it.
So I have a quick story which is going to surprise you. I've had massive success, and I've had massive failure. And 8 months after the Oprah show, I ended up homeless. I lost everything, and I ended up literally without a home.
Wow.
As I was realizing and waking up to the fact that I was about to lose everything, that I had no money. I mean, it was my fault. I wasn't paying attention, and I was stupid. And I'm sitting in my kitchen, and I'm shaking because I'm scared. Yeah. And I look up at the ceiling, and I say, "Thank you, God. You must really love me to give me this experience, because it's going to change my life." And the interesting thing for me in that moment was that I meant it.
Of course you did.
It came right from my soul. And I spent the next 10 months being very creative.
Good for you. With God's help, though, you had as
well. It's like what I would say to God. It's like, okay, God, where do you want me?
That's right. And that's what we should continue to do every day. We should continue where we are. It's not even our success. It's his success allowing us to do this. It's it's so great.
My belief is that we are created by God to be God.
In God's image, yes.
In God's image. And so, and God, okay, God is, and
Love.
we are a piece of the isness. We
Mm.
have emotions, we have the physical experience. I mean, I have a bathrobe now that feels like a fur jacket on the inside. I just love it. And I can't wait to put it on in the morning. And yesterday I didn't even get out of it. And I just love it. So that,
See?
but the only way that God can feel my bathrobe is through me.
Right.
So I tell people when they're going through this stuff, I say, for God's sakes, have a good time.
Right. It's for a reason. He's got your back, literally.
Well, not only that, but we are God. We all of us are.
The Holy Spirit. Yes.
I had a very funny experience. I'm going to annoy some people right now. And I was
minutes, right? I got to respect people's time because it's the power hour, but you have so much to say, so I'm going to let you keep rolling.
I'll tell a very quick story.
Okay.
It's a funny story. So I'm taking a shamanic course, and it's a weekend, and there are 4 tiers that we're working on: water, air, fire, and earth.
Okay.
So on Saturday morning, all of us, we do a meditation on earth, and we all go out into the woods and we experience earth. And then we come back, we do another meditation, and then we explain to the whole group about earth. And then that afternoon, we did water. And I found a shower on the property, and I went and took a shower, and I came back and I did my whole thing on water. And Sunday morning, we did air. And I found this, it was in Sierra Madre, which looks out towards the ocean, miles and miles and miles away. And I was sitting on this little area, peninsula kind of thing in the woods. And I have a absolutely panoramic view. And there's this layer of smog over the West Coast area, over the ocean area. And I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at it, and I went, God smokes.
That is good.
So when I came back, and then now we've got some really holier than thou people, and we have some really people that are a little bit, what's the right word? They don't take things quite so seriously. Right. So I'm doing my air thing, and I said, God smokes. Well, this half of the room, if looks could have killed, I would have been splattered on the floor.
Right.
This half of the room was hysterically laughing. And Lauren, do you find that you're very often polarizing?
Absolutely.
Me too.
It's all good. Why wouldn't we be? Right.
Right. Exactly.
You are so cute. All right, baby.
Thank you for this opportunity. Yes. And we'll figure out which Tuesday you'll come on my call.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Book me for sure. And again, if you want to be a guest on the show, go to thepowerhourtv.com/guest. For more episodes, go to thepowerhourtv.com. The link is on the chat here. And what else? For more, join us. This is live. There's replays available. Join my Body Breakthrough Club if you want to get fit, fierce, and fabulous and fearless. Faith first. Join me in that and jump on a call with myself or Suzy. She's got your back for the Itty Bitty Publishing. You can tell your story through a 30-page template. Hello, people. That is so awesome. I didn't even know you had the template. That makes it so lovely.
It makes it so easy.
Oh, my goodness. You have no reason not to do this because you have a message. We all have something inside of us that we need to share. And you do matter. You are enough. You matter. You're unstoppable. Yes. You are powerful. You are Wonder Woman. Right? This is it. And don't be shy. Come out and ask for what you need. Show up. Take action. Implement the information. Listen to, I hope what you heard from us today, sharing and just how we are in general. This is how we are in all of our areas of our life. We are into empowering other women. We're into elevating. We're into sharing content, and we're into serving. We are here to serve you. So jump on a call with us. We love you. Thank you for watching. This will be on YouTube, Facebook, all the different things. It goes actually a podcast as well. There you go. There's our platforms now. And it's also available on podcasts. We just got accepted. It's brand new. There you go. Google and Pandora and iHeart and Spotify and Apple. We're everywhere. And Amazon as well, somewhere. I think it's up there. Anyways, I'm super proud of that. We're new, but we are not going to stop. We are unstoppable. So I love you guys for sharing. I love your comments. Share with your friends, please. I hope you found this information fun, but educational as well. We always have, you have to laugh, right? Laughing is so healing, and it's just, it brings joy. I don't know. I just enjoy what I do.
Laughter is one of the most powerful vehicles for change and for healing.
And healing. That's right.
Yep.
Laughing heals all. That's right. Why stay being miserable when you can be happy? You know what I mean? We all have
It's
a choice.
It's a choice.
Choice. We said that together. That's one of my
I
top.
know.
I choose me. I choose God first and then me, and put the health first, and your whole life thrives. I'm telling you, I've been living it. I own it. It's my purpose, my passion to share this information. So yeah, Suzy, let's get on a call. I want to book on your Tuesday. Let's get you in the body breakthrough. Let's get you back down to the size you need to be. You're a former fitness queen. And so we have to represent, girlfriend. Come on now. It's never too late.
Yeah, I've been in both spectrums, very, 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 very thin and more than I want to be. So more weight than I want to be. I'm not more than I want to be. I'm just right. And so are you.
That's right, baby. I choose me.
Okay.
Share this with your friends. We love you guys. And the Power Hour. We'll see you next episode. Oh, we have Yvonne Larson. There you go. Is my next expert on the next show on March 29th. It's always Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific live. So jump on live with us. It's more interactive. We can answer your questions. We can acknowledge you. We'd love to hear where you're from. She's coming on. She's a genius on how to crush it without compromise. She's got it going on. She's a good friend of mine now. She's been doing this a long time, you guys. She's, again, listen to what she has to say. She'll be giving some free gifts and some funny stories, as well as my beautiful guest here, Suzy Prudden. And again, when I want to be a guest on the Power Hour, reach out to me, fill in the application. There you go. And we are here for you. Love to share your message. Anyways, that's it for episode 6. Suzy, you rock. I can't wait to be on your show.
I can't wait for you too. All right.
Live. We always have so much fun.
Yes.
Wow. All right.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Be fierce and be you. Boom. We're out. Hi, I'm Lauren Powers, the host of the new Power Hour. Yes, what is the Power Hour? It's where I interview a special guest every week, Mondays at 3 p.m. Pacific, on Facebook, YouTube, everywhere, literally. So if you would like to be a guest on my show, please fill out the form. Go to thepowerhourtv.com/guest. Fill out the app, and my Power team will contact you when your turn comes up. It's every week, Mondays at 3 p.m. Be my guest. It rocks. The Power Hour with me, Lauren Powers, your custom physique designer and 10-time overall fitness champion. I'm here to serve you. So what? Be strong, be fierce, and be you. Boom.